Yeah, it looks like the yard doesn't actually need mowed. I mean, our neighbor's section there does, but oh well. The battery was dead last time, so let's see if it's dead this time. Yep, down to 3 volts. That's pretty low. Let's see if something in a battery shed can give a nice jump. Battery's at 13.1 volts. Awesome. Looks like I should check the oil. It's smoking a bit. I'll let it sit for a little bit so we can check it.
Yeah.
But you want to try to figure out how to use it?
Sure.
Okay, so how do you connect it to the power?
Red to red. There's no red on this battery.
I'll tell you if you're gonna like blow yourself up or something like that, okay?
Okay. Well, plus to plus, right?
Yep.
Right here. Wait. And then just turn the key.
Hmm.
You can tell I'm not as experienced, but
Yeah, you need
run
fuel.
back and,
Yeah, do you know how to do that?
well, let's see. You need to like turn this and.
Here. There you go, lay down there. So what do you think?
That's bumpy.
Yeah.
That works pretty well though. Like
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if you can see that.
I was kind of hoping you'd kill it in like the grass on accident, but you did. You did really good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. I've driven stuff before.
Yeah, you said you'd never driven a riding lawnmower before.
This is another thing.
Okay, true. Yeah.
I couldn't figure out how to stop, but
Yeah, I kept pointing at his foot like.
Yeah.
well, I turned the key off and then I took the
Yeah,
works
that.
as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, key does
No.
not work.
Key does
Oh,
not
the
work.
key didn't work. Yeah.
No, because
Taking
it's.
off the
You
accelerator.
have to turn off the fuel is what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last night I was getting these VCRs working, and I'm converting all my old VHS tapes that we recorded, all my home movies. Like this is of my dad and my uncle and me rebuilding his old 1985 Dodge Ram pickup, and got some other ones. Like I have Oh, damn, another whole 90 minutes of engine stuff. Yeah, so I've already converted about an hour and a half of that engine rebuild. Have these other 3 films to go. I have a lot of tapes with just video of, like, the cat. Yeah. It's strange to think how old this cat is. You know, Symbol's like probably 6 or 7 now. And 6 or 7 doesn't sound like many years, but a lot can happen in those years. It's kind of a shame that I used a crappy tape. Like, for instance, you can see this line that's up here. It's been giving me issues all day. I don't think it's a dirty read-write head. I think it's just that this tape was used before I recorded on it, so yeah. This is so weird. I cannot get this VCR to play. That's backwards, dipshit. Play. That's in reverse. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this thing. It was playing fine. Well, this fell off. That's not good. It's fucked. So a lot of stuff's happened, and I've pretty much wasted a couple days not filming. But oh well, it's vacation. Like I spent yesterday just staying inside because it was raining and playing with my cat, you know, just because why not? When I was at Weird Stuff Warehouse a while back, I found this remote control, and this is the remote control that goes to my TV. So that works. And I'll see how this new one works. Works too. Awesome. So now I got 2 remotes. Like, for instance, this one, I threw it too many times, so it kind of comes apart. Yeah. Nintendo games are pretty hard, and so it's pretty easy to get frustrated and like start throwing shit. Especially when you're 12. And of course I have these that'll be going towards this film. I gotta go to my dad's house and test that out, just convert that over to digital, so we can see what's on that film. Also, it was a good deal to get these bulbs. I think I got them for like 50 cents a piece. They sell for like 10 bucks on eBay, so hell yeah. Then, I went to a local computer shop and asked them if they had any old laptop batteries. And hey, look at this. Got these. I paid them $15 for these and this. These are just some audio cables that are kind of cool, you know, they're red, so I was like, hey, I can use that. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 laptop batteries for $15, about $2 a piece. I don't exactly need them out here, but I think I'm gonna, I don't know. I'll probably strip them apart and then make my mom a battery pack, because I still have my bike and motor kit out here. It's just that my bike doesn't have a battery on it, so if I make a battery, my mom can drive around my electric bike out here. I also picked up this plastic tub. It looks pretty old, like from the 70s or 80s, for 75 cents. You can always use a nice little plastic tub, and hey, it already has a use. Oh, and I also got a driving permit yesterday. I've had some driving permits before, to where, to be honest, whenever you're living with your mom, and you never drive alone anywhere, there's really no reason to have your own license, you know what I mean? So, I have had plenty of practice. Well, not plenty of, I've had an okay amount of practice, to where yesterday when I got my driving permit, and I got all the answers pretty much correct. One of the answers I didn't get correct. It's a sign. It was for a railroad crossing, because when I think of railroad crossing signs, I don't think of the yellow circle signs. I think of the cross signs that say railroad crossing. But oh well, because I was thinking I always think of the yellow signs as just meaning caution. You know what I mean? Because when I see yellow, I think caution. So I just always assumed that the yellow railroad signs that didn't say railroad happened to just be there because that was an area you should slow down in. You know what I mean? Kind of like them having a stop sign at a railroad crossing. That would kind of make sense, because oh, you should stop there. It's not that that sign means railroad, it just means that you should stop there. Oh well. And I drove around a little bit in my mom's Geo Tracker. No issues, drove on the highway. I mean, I do feel like I have very poor spatial awareness in a car like that. But I think when I'm only planning on driving my city car, so whenever I get that going, the city car is so small that I probably don't have to worry about hitting anything with that. You know what I mean? Because it's only 4 feet wide, and I think 5.5 feet long. So it's like it could basically each lane is basically a 2-lane road for it. You know what I mean? But oh well. So yeah, I'm probably gonna get a driver's license sometime, but not too eager to do it because I don't really care about driving right now. I also threw away about 2 trash cans full of stuff, just like, you know, packing material and whatnot. So yeah, the floors kind of has a little more space down there now. Well guys, I'm glad to say that pretty much nothing's gone wrong in my lawnmower. You know, because pretty much every time I start it up, it's always something else goes wrong. But I've kind of gotten into a state where I think it's going to be good for several more years. Like the chain's staying tight, all the parts are working, except for the battery and the front wheels. The front wheels are kind of crappy, so to be honest, I could just replace these with like solid metal wheels, you know what I mean? Just because it's a lawnmower, it's not going to be going fast anyway. And I don't air them up very much at all anyway. Back tires are still doing fine though. That one's getting a little bit low every time I come back though, so yeah, it's pretty much low now. But it's a lawnmower tire. I mean, it'll pretty much stay up just on the pressure of the rubber. So yeah, pretty happy. I couldn't mow for the past 2 days because it rained outside, and this middle lot area, my neighbor's abutment for his land he has back there is getting pretty grown up. I mean, I've seen a lot worse, but for this mower, it's even difficult on the lowest setting because it'll sometimes almost stall it out. You know what I mean? I've been trying to think of how many farads of a capacitor would I need to replace this battery. You know what I mean? Because I'm thinking maybe 400 farads at 12 volts would probably be pretty good. Because I can get that with super capacitors and use that. Because this battery's pretty much dead. I mean, it holds at like, what, 8 volts now? It might be able to turn over. No. You know, I'm kind of tempted to start a fungus collection again. Because there's been a lot of fungi growing up since in my vacation. Oh, looks like I got a loose connection or something. I don't know. Oh, I think I found the issue. The key connector fell out. This wiring harness thing's always pretty loose because it's pretty old, so whatever. It just looks like it just fell out. So I'll just hook that back in. We should be ready to go. This is a beautiful day out here. Let's look at this. I'm gonna be coming back and making a fucking wind turbine. Hell yeah. Eee. Think you're gonna have to clean that. I actually have that exact battery though, so if you want it, let me know.
Okay. I plan on doing. I'm gonna do a lot of maintenance on this.
Oh, this connector is almost totally off.
Yeah, leave it alone for now.
Yeah. You wanna start it?
Yeah.
Let's start it.
Since you wiggle it now, it's not gonna work.
Well, it's not my fault.
Go ahead and shut it.
Okay, fine. Is it a 2-cylinder?
3 volts.
So it's 3 little.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay, cool. Looks like we don't have a reverse gear, but that's weird. I'm a huge fan of all the Japanese, though. I need to learn Japanese again. It's a perishable skill. Ooh. Back here with a beautiful sky. Look at that, isn't that nice? My dad's new tractor is actually pretty cool. It's unfortunate that the reverse doesn't work, though. He's going to look into that more and see if the reverse is broken or whatever. If it is, then he's going to ask the seller for like a little bit of money back or something, because the seller, he sold it with the house, but the seller got my dad to pay like I think $500 or more, or like $1,000 or whatever. I can't remember what the price was. He paid a little bit more for the tractor, so he did pay for the tractor. The tractor wasn't free. If the tractor's broken though, it can't reverse. Well, that's bullshit. So I'm back at my dad's house, his new house. I brought my projector and that film that I got at Urban Ore for $5. One problem, I got too big of a take-up reel. I had too small of a take-up reel, so it only have like maybe half that film before it starts spilling over. And this film is backwards on here, so I'm just going to run back and get a bigger spool at my house to put it onto, because otherwise it can't fit on that. So that is it for my vacation. Spent a lot of running around, but I've done pretty much everything I wanted, and I had like 10 or so videos, enough video for like 10 videos or so. And this video is probably very long, so I'll end it here. Well, I'm going back to California. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. See ya.